Part 2. Friends, we can all see that many white bloggers have millions of followers. Please support me too, because my followers are still few. Black bloggers also deserve to be famous. My friends, let's unite and lift each other up. Please press subscribe button and like. The past has a way of returning, even when you try to outrun it. Sarah's father had not forgotten, and his cold letters, full of demands and threats, were proof of his enduring rage. Sarah burned each one, but the fear remained. It was a cold, gnawing feeling that led her to secretly save money, a precaution born of fear, not of doubt. She had chosen Oliver, but she was still terrified that she might one day have to leave him. The years passed, and their life in the factory town settled into a difficult but constant routine. Oliver worked tirelessly at the steel mill, and Sarah's fingers grew calloused from her endless hours of sewing. Their fragile life together was tested, and then blessed with the birth of their son, Isaac. Holding him, however, brought back a secret Sarah had buried deep inside, a baby boy she had been forced to give up before she ever had a chance to know him. Her father had arranged a quiet adoption, a payment to ensure there was no record, no connection to the Whitmore name. Sarah never told Oliver, and the guilt sat inside her, a quiet poison. As Isaac grew, a living testament to their love, Sarah often wondered about the other boy, the one who was now a young man. She never told Oliver, but the secret weighed on her, making her quieter and more withdrawn. Oliver, not one to pry, initially thought it was the burden of parenthood, but he soon realized his wife was slipping away from him. One evening, Sarah sat at the kitchen table, staring into the distance. She had spent years trying to forget where she came from, only to realize she had never truly escaped. She had run to Oliver out of fear, not love, fear of the life her father would have forced upon her. She had been a young bride desperate for salvation, and Oliver was her only way out. But now, years later, she truly loved him. She loved the way he cared for their children, and how he made her feel safe. But she had never told him the full truth about the money she had saved, the doubts she harbored, or her fear of leaving. Oliver, for his part, was left to wonder if her love was real or if he had simply been a means to an end. Peace, however, was a fragile thing. A letter arrived, slipped under the door, with her father's unmistakable handwriting. "You don't understand what you've done," it read. She thought he had given up, but she was wrong. The threat was followed by a chilling, silent surveillance, a white man in a suit, always watching her from a distance. Sarah never told Oliver, not wanting to see the doubt in his eyes. Then came the second letter, the one that stopped her heart. "I know who you are." The handwriting was unfamiliar, but the message was clear. Someone had found out about her first child, the secret she had buried so deeply. Sarah became silent, barely eating or sleeping. Oliver found the letter tucked away in her dresser drawer, and a new look came over his face, the realization that he didn't know his wife at all. As her body began to betray her with a quiet cough, then dizziness, she knew her time was running out. A doctor confirmed it. Her heart was failing. Oliver, desperate, searched for a second opinion, but the diagnosis was final. She was dying, and she knew she couldn't leave this world without telling him the truth. One evening, as the sun set, she told him everything. She confessed to the money she had hidden, her doubts in the early days, and about the son she had given away. She told him that she had married him not out of love, but out of fear. And finally, she told him the one thing she knew to be true. She had come to love him, truly and deeply. Oliver sat in silence, his face a mask of unreadable emotion. He stayed with her through the pain, cared for her, but never said what he felt. The house was too quiet after she was gone. Oliver was left with a lifetime of questions. Her secrets had broken something inside of him, not because she had lied, but because he had never once doubted her. He had believed their love was built on trust, and now he wondered if their entire life had been a lie. He lay in bed, staring at the empty space beside him, until he found the final letter she had kept hidden. "Your son is looking for you." He froze, reading the words again. Their son, not Isaac, but the one she had given away, the one he had never known existed. He squeezed the paper, a silent testament to another child, another part of her she had hidden. A son who was out there, somewhere, looking for answers. Sarah was gone, and all that was left were unanswerable questions. The house was different now, heavier with all that was left unsaid. Oliver worked 12-hour shifts at the steel mill, because at least the work was simple and demanded nothing more than his sweat and strength. But at night, the questions would return. Was their love real? Had she ever truly chosen him? He agonized over what to do. What good would it do to find this man? What did he owe a stranger? But then he thought of Isaac and what it would feel like to have his own son stolen from him. He knew he had to find him. One morning, as the sun rose, Oliver walked out of the house and toward the post office. He held the letter tightly, and for the first time since Sarah's death, he cried. He had made his decision. He would find this boy and tell him the truth that had been stolen from him, even if it hurt, even if it changed everything.